What's good, YouTube fam? It's your man Bigg Vic. I am back in the building, and what I wanted to do before I get into today's video, just want to let my Canada people or my Canada YouTubers that follow me on here, just want to let y'all guys know that I will be in Toronto, Canada through next week, through the 13th through the 16th. And I will be at the the Chelsea hotel downtown. So I'm thinking about putting together like a meetup, like a nice little meetup. Some of you guys want to come out, we could chop it up, talk music, all that good stuff, production. You guys want to meet with me? I'm gonna probably put the meetup location and the times and stuff in the description box as soon as I put together the details. But I'll be out there for about 4 days. So yeah, Toronto. This will be my first time in Toronto, Canada. So that should be dope. I heard Toronto was pretty nice place to visit. So yeah. Anyway, aside from that, let's get into today's video. I put together a nice track here, and I pulled back out. I went back in here and pulled out the Scales and Chords, and Parsec is kind of like my main synth that I'm using for this track. It's actually the lead part of this track. So I just kind of went in here and grabbed some nice chords, something simple. Once again, we still keeping it simple. This track kind of puts me in gives me sort of like a Caribbean type feel. So let's get in here and see what we sounding like. Let's go. So that's basically the start of it. Um, Basically how the melody goes so far. Those chords, that's what it sounded like. So let's bring the drums in. And what I did for these drums, I pretty much used the Kong Champagne kit. What was it? Yeah, the Champagne kit. And that was in the Reason 9, under the Reason 9 sounds, but it came from the drums and percussions in the Kong, some of the Kong kits. Where they at? Where they at? Drum kits, Kong, right? What was it? Was it dubstep? No, it was in Caribbean. So I got it out of the Caribbean. I believe I did. Yeah, Champagne out of the Caribbean patches. So we pulled that up. This is what my drums sounded like. And with these drums, I actually added, I wanted to beef the kick up a little more than what it sounded like originally, and kind of shaped the snare up a little bit. So I went in here, pulled up the D Cam envelope shaper and the D Cam chain compressor. So this is what the drums sound like. And as you can see, just from that alone, the track already has its vibe already set. So it was just a matter of going in, grabbing just a couple of more elements to kind of just sprinkle a little more essence on the track. So I didn't, really didn't want to crowd it. So here I added a bass and a square. Just use the square as an undertone. So let's bring this bass in, let you guys see what the bass sounded like. And even with the bass guitar, I added the soft tube bass amp to kind of just bring the bass out a little bit more, just to put it a little more up front, and more so shape the sound how I wanted the bass to sound in this track. Okay, so now just to give it, just to add to the groove a little bit more, I went in and grabbed this basic square. It's kind of like one of my go-to sounds that I like to use to set the undertone of the track. This is what it sounds like with the square added in there. Let's check it out. Actually, that I forgot I added a little wah guitar sound in there. Um, just under the square sound. So let's bring that wah back in, and that part is basically for the chorus part to kind of help bring that basic square out. So let's bring the track back again. Forgot to mention that wah wah sound. So pretty basic, but it still has a nice groove to it. And once again, we pulled out the scales and chords. This is what set the track off for me. This is what set me up to basically build the track. So basically every note that was played from here on out was built around those chords. That's what pretty much makes up the whole track. So yeah, we still putting these scales and chords sounds together, and I like it. I'm liking the ease of use with the scales and chords, and I definitely think it's going to be one of my go-to tools that I use to help me create some tracks. I'm not going to say that I'm going to use it every time, but for something like this and other tracks, I could definitely use the scales and chords and pull up probably any sound or most sounds and use it to perfection to pull up chords and play, just play around with it and see what I could come up with. So yeah, once again, for my Toronto people, Toronto, Canada, or if you're in Canada, not too far from Toronto, you guys want to meet up, let me know. Drop it in the comments. We can make it happen. It's your boy Bigg Vic. I'll see y'all guys in my next video. Peace.